First experience. You decide to go out for a walk in the morning for the first time in your life. You put on your earphones and are ready for a both difficult and annoying thing. But as soon as you step out, you feel a different lightness. At first, you feel excited and speed up. But then you realize something is wrong. You are running too fast and too easily. You feel like you've just taken off the heavy backpack you've been carrying all your life. You are fast to the point where you think you have superpowers. But you see someone else running as fast as you do. You see a puddle of water in front of you and jump over it. You jump far and high to the point where you feel it is impossible to face the body. You fall to the ground, feel shocked. Then you realize there are no bruises on your body and feel the ground lighter. Announcement of gravitational change. Your home. When you stop the music in your ear and turn on the radio, all the news reports say that the gravitational force on the entire planet has decreased by half. Thanks to the gravitational force, we stand on the ground and do not fly to the sky. This force causes our planet to rotate around the sun and the moon to rotate around us. The weight of an object is due to gravity. And now, something has happened in the Earth's core, and the mass of our planet has decreased. First of all, to reduce gravity by half, the Earth needs to lose half of its mass in some way. This will significantly reduce our planet's diameter and make what happens next extremely complicated and unpredictable. Immediate effects and observation. At this point, the most noticeable change is that your weight has been reduced by half. You move more easily and jump higher, even though your mass remains unchanged. This means that Olympic records in high jump and long jump events would be broken. However, in the long run, you would become significantly weaker living in a low-gravity environment. Your muscles would atrophy, and your skeletal system and heart would become weaker. Change is not limited to humans. A 50% reduction in gravity also means that trees will grow taller. Animals with size limitations due to gravity, such as elephants, blue whales, and even mythical creatures like Kong or Godzilla, will become larger. Public reaction and adaptation. Public reaction to this change in gravity is mixed. Everyone is initially excited to run out of the house, as they can jump twice as high and farther than before. Objects seem to be halved in weight, and your body feels lightly, making tasks like planting bananas easier. However, you don't feel like a superhero. Even with the reduced weight, you can't lift a car. Parkour becomes easier for everyone, and people are happy to run. In this lower gravity environment, falling causes less injury. Despite these benefits, the excitement quickly gives way to concern. Breathing becomes more difficult because the air is lighter and the reduced gravity has decreased air pressure by half. Breathing difficulties and solutions. Now you feel like you're at an altitude of about 5,000 meters between the streets of a normal city. It's like you've climbed half the Everest mountain. The air is no longer dense, and the main part of it is hidden in the air. At first, everyone is extremely dizzy and scared. You feel like you don't have enough air in your lungs, so you feel worried. To solve this problem, you have to learn to breathe slowly and evenly. So you calm down a little bit. Others also learn to be more balanced and not live in a hurry anymore. Everyone is less stressed and enjoys each day more. After that, scientists created unique oxygen masks. You put it on, breathe in, and a special membrane will create pressure on the oxygen atoms, making the air thicker. After a few decades, people will remove these masks because in the end, they will also get used to the new conditions. New generations will be born with adaptations to these new conditions. Environmental and cosmic changes. The atmosphere of the Earth is expanding. It seems that the sky is higher and darker. The satellites flying around the Earth's orbit are now inside our atmosphere. But the attraction of the Earth still attracts them. You see thousands of satellites burning. Some fragments of space pass through the atmosphere and fall to the ground. It started to rain. The garbage fell on the house, the streets, the trees, the cars. You and other people decided to wait under the ground like in a submarine to wait for the storm to pass. Luckily, the rain didn't last long. Everyone got out of hiding and looked up at the sky in amazement. Moon's new position. The moon changed its position and slowly flew away. In a blink of an eye, it disappeared completely. Our planet is now like a ball of fire in the middle of a giant moon. The moon is gravity, and the moon tilts down due to the mass of the ball. If you put any light object on the moon, it will roll down to the ground. But if an object is moving at high speed, it will rotate on the edge of the moon without falling in the middle. Thanks to such speed, the moon does not hit us, but at the same time, it cannot fly away. Now, the gravitational force has decreased, the moon has become loose, only half as much as before. The speed of rotation makes the moon fly out of our gravitational field. Effects on human life and technology. Everyone will be smarter and wiser. All equipment and materials will be developed according to these new conditions. Glasses, pencils, plates, phones, and other items, everything will be lighter and easier to break. If a normal person enters the world like that, they will see themselves as superheroes. You will be able to break through walls and thin doors as well as break bricks with your hands. New people won't be as strong as you, but for them, you're too small and clumsy. Long-term implications and adjustments. Simply put, it flies into space. People will be able to observe the moon wander for a long time through the telescope. Astronomers can dive into it, or maybe it will find another planet with more attractive force and will rotate around that new house. The moon can maintain its position, but it will rotate around the Earth at a slower speed. In any case, there will be no more tidal waves on our planet. The water level will remain the same. You can also feel the changes in the sea. You can easily float on the surface of the water and swim faster. But the best thing is when you run along the coast. The water falls in all directions in a slow and beautiful way. The waves hit the shore slowly. The weight of the car, plane, and ship decreased. Therefore, now people consume less gas. You can drive a car twice as long with a full tank. Fuel transportation is easier and flights consume less energy. Gas prices are cheaper. Reducing gravity inspires the development of space travel. Future adaptations and evolution. It will be much easier for humans to fly out of the Earth's orbit. Winter has come. You walk down the street in the snowy sky. For you, the snowflakes look like they're stuck in the air because they're falling too slowly. You step on the ice and realize that you can hardly walk on such a smooth surface. Your weight has decreased and the pressure on the ice has weakened by half. You're struggling and can't stop. You often fall, but you don't feel any harm. When the wind is strong, you can stand still on your feet. You can walk on. If you jump, you can even fly. The grip of the wheel on the road is weak, and the driver can no longer turn abruptly. The wheel does not turn, but the car still moves for a while. That's why the new speed limit is being applied all over the world. You can still enjoy extraordinary power and jump far, but after a few generations, the human body will evolve and fully adapt to these conditions. Humans and animals will be taller and bigger. The giant tigers, the size of a truck, are passing through the streets. The pomegranates, the size of a plane, are flying in the blue sky. But the worst thing is that the size of the insects is also increasing. An ordinary cockroach is now as big as a computer mouse. And tarantulas are twice the size of human hands.
If you enjoyed this episode, please like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell icon to stay updated on our latest videos.